I will not allow you to lecture me.
Then why do you stop me? Wait is over.
Hi, I'm Nat, he's Matt, and we got your geek news right here.
And by popular demand, this week it is a quick and dirty review of the Star Trek trailer.
Now, I could kind of tell we were opening up Pandora's box when you insisted we review the Watchmen trailers.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been a Trekkie since I was 7, and I'm sorry, but I am really, really glad we had that demand.
You just love to talk smack.
No,
Seriously.
In this case, I'm actually really I'm impressed with the trailer. I am. Let's take a look at it, and we'll talk about it after.
What is your name?
My name is James Tiberius Kirk.
You've always had a hard time finding your place in this world, haven't you? Never knowing your true worth. You can settle for a less than ordinary life. Or do you feel like you were meant for something better? Something special?
You will always be a child of two worlds, and fully capable of deciding your own destiny. The question you face is, which path will you choose?
Are you afraid or aren't you?
I will not allow you to lecture me.
Then why do you stop me?
Prepare to fire all weapons.
I like this ship. It's exciting.
Space is disease and danger wrapped in darkness and silence.
Buckle up. The wait is over.
Amazing reverence for the source material with a reckless willingness to change anything and everything necessary.
Except the Enterprise, it seems. I mean, it looked kind of like it was the same thing to me.
Well, it would to most people. I mean, it's got that same high detail 1979, the motion picture kind of look to it, but the nacelles are a bit beefier and the ram scoops are chrome.
The what scoops?
Never mind.
Well, I will say that I love those chunky buildings on Earth in the background in the first scene. That was pretty badass.
Yeah, that is so not Federation. It looks really cool. It caught me off guard at first. The casting really, really hits the mark on this one.
I dig the casting, for
I
sure.
know. We've been stuck with aging actors for like 20 years, and this feels a little bit Star Trek 90210 as a result.
But it's refreshing.
It is, and I love Quinto.
Me too.
The moment they mentioned that Quinto was going to be playing it, I was sold.
He looks great, too.
But Pine looks right to me, but I'm going to have to see more before I'm sold. I just...
There's no precedent for him. Well, I mean, like, we don't know what he's done
Yeah,
previously,
he's not as
right?
well
So,
known as Heroes fans would be
Quinto,
for-
we love Quinto. Karl Urban, I'm a huge fan of him. He was great.
Yeah.
As,
he was great
Éomer
in
Lord of the Rings. And Simon Pegg is, well, we know he's hilarious.
Yeah, but you know what? He took me out of the trailer a little bit.
Too
Because he was the
slapsticky?
one... Well, not just that he was so slapsticky.
Didn't embody Star Trek enough?
It's that he was busy embodying Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, and so it did take me out a little bit. So I'm gonna say going with unknowns definitely works more for a recast point of view for me, which bodes well for Chris Pine. So that's good.
Hopefully we'll see. And you know what? I'm gonna say that Eric Bana was kind of awesome too.
You know, I usually find Eric Bana pretty meh, but I really dug his menacing Romulan. It just really worked for me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Overall, it kind of looks like an awesome action space romp that that Serenity embodied, and that Star Wars prequels should have been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And if JJ can't bring back the wagon train to the stars, nobody can. This looks like the perfect direction to be going. It's going to appeal to diehards, and it's also going to make enough money because it's relevant at the box office. People are going to want to see this that are not just people who saw Star Trek Nemesis and want to see the next one.
Exactly. People like me who are kind of casual Star Trek fans, right?
Or just casual fans of good movies. That's who needs to see this. People who like good movies. And that's been the problem with Star Trek for like 3 movies at least. It has to
It
be
only
a good,
appeals to the fans.
It appeals to the fans, and that is a smaller and dwindling and dying off breed. It needs to be good, it needs to be big, it needs to be badass, and this has everything.
Well, maybe
so
this
far.
reboot will be exactly what the Star Trek franchise needs.
And Leonard Nimoy's in it. He wasn't in this trailer, but Leonard Nimoy is playing Spock in this film, which means to call it a complete reboot isn't quite fair, because he's going to be in there, and I'm hoping there's time travel, and I'm hoping Will Shatner is actually in the movie. I'm hoping he's in there, and this whole public outcry, this very public bash that they've had between JJ and I'm hoping it's just a ruse, and Shat's in it.
Well, you know what? This was going to be coming out Christmas 2008. I feel bad for you that it isn't anymore.
No kidding.
But this means that it's sitting on a shelf somewhere, waiting for the summer now.
Yeah, which, that chaps my ass more than a little bit. But if Paramount thinks that Star Trek is a summer tentpole film, an event movie, then that bodes pretty well.
I agree. So mark May 8th on your calendar, because that's when it's coming out. And in the meantime, keep your eye on yourgeeknews.com for our Twilight review.
See you then.
Space. The final frontier.